Man United's next big hopes are pictured in training with the first team ahead of Sunday's game against Leeds, with Kobbie Mainoo leading a four-man group of lesser-known names hoping to impress Erik Ten Hag. Manchester United's next big hopes have been pictured in training with the first team including a four-man group of little-known names. On Sunday, the Red Devils take on Leeds once again, this time at Elland Road, after they hauled themselves back from 2 down to claim a point on Wednesday. Teenager Kobbie Mainoo, who has just signed a new long-term contract at Old Trafford, led Alejandro Garnacho, Noma Murin, Anthony Elanga and Bjorn Hardley. Ten Hag also gave Matteo Mejia and Sam Murray chance to impress with the pair snap training alongside United's first-team regulars. Murin, 20, is a French forward who joined the club in 2019 from Amiens, while Dutch youngster Hardley, 20, arrived from NAC Breda in the same year and can play at the back or as a defensive midfielder. Former Real Zaragoza forward Mejia, 19, is Spanish and joined in the summer of 2019, and Murray, 18, is an attacking fullback who joined from Huddersfield Town at U15 level. This week, substitute Jadon Sancho secured Man United a hard-fought 2-2 draw against Leeds to deny their mannerless rivals a famous First League win at Old Trafford in 42 years. The relegation-threatened Whites sacked Jesse Marsch on Monday, and caretaker replacement Michael Skubala was on course to mastermind an unforgettable victory 2 days later. Wilfried Gnonto fired the visitors ahead after 55 seconds, and Raphael Varane turned into his own goal early in the second half as Leeds dreamt of a First League win at Old Trafford since February 1981. But Ten Hag's United are made of stern stuff and rallied impressively, with Marcus Rashford's header followed by substitute Sancho's first goal since September in a thrilling 2-2 draw. United missed their suspended midfielder Casemiro greatly as they dropped 2 important points in their pursuit of a top-4 finish in the Premier League. The Red Devils missed their usual authority in the middle of the park, and Leeds took advantage. First-team midfielders Christian Eriksen, Donny van de Beek and Scott McTominay are also all nursing injuries. If they drop points again, United lose precious momentum heading into a double-header against Barcelona, and with the Carabao Cup final with Newcastle looming. In other news, Erik Ten Hag has beaten Cristiano Ronaldo's impossible Manchester United challenge. In January 2022, Cristiano Ronaldo questioned the mentality of Manchester United. The Portuguese forward made specific reference to the top 3 sides in the Premier League at that point, and suggested that the club would not be able to compete at the top end of the table without a stronger mentality. Now, 1 year later, the Reds, led by Erik Ten Hag, are the only side in the top flight still competing on all 4 fronts, with a chance of both league and cup success this term. Ronaldo, meanwhile, pushed for an exit over the summer and eventually moved on last November following his controversial interview. Following United's nightmare start to the season, losing to both Brighton and Brentford, there was a general consensus that it could take Ten Hag a bit of time to transform the club's fortunes. However, the Dutchman has galvanized United in recent months, and the Reds currently find themselves in 3rd position in the table. His side are 10 league games unbeaten at Old Trafford and are just 2 points behind rivals Manchester City. It is a stark contrast to the disappointing months Ralf Rangnick endured at the club. Last year, Ronaldo was asked by Sky Sports whether United could hope to close the gap on their top 4 rivals without the correct mentality. The veteran forward was stern in his response and made it very clear what his personal opinion was. "Impossible. I think it's the main point," he replied. "I don't accept that our mentality be less than being in the top 3 in the Premier League. I think to build up good things, sometimes you have to destroy a few things. So why not? New year, new life, and I hope that Manchester can be the level that the fans want. They deserve that. We are capable of changing things now. I know the way, but I'm not going to mention it here because I don't think it's ethical on my part to say that. What I can say is we can do better, all of us. Manchester belongs to important things, so we have to change that. I don't want to be here to be in 6th place, or 7th place, or 5th place. I'm here to try to win, to compete. I think we compete, but we are not yet in our best level. But we have a long way to improve, and I believe if we change our mind, we can achieve big things." United ended last season in 6th position, something that Ronaldo insisted he was not prepared to settle for. The club went without a trophy once again, and it appeared as though Ten Hag would need to work miracles in order to transform an underperforming side who were lacking in confidence. Considering the Reds' current standing, then the Dutchman and his players deserve a lot of credit. They have the chance to end their trophy drought when they face Newcastle United in the Carabao Cup final at Wembley later this month, and Champions League qualification should certainly be achieved given the club's current position. The 2-2 draw with Leeds on Wednesday night was disappointing, especially because Ten Hag's men could have increased the gap between themselves and the Magpies, but the fact the Reds were able to come from behind to draw the game shows the improvement in the players' mentality. They are now frustrated drawing matches, and that shows how far they have come. Under Ten Hag, Old Trafford has become a fortress, much like it was for many years under Sir Alex Ferguson. The mentality on show from everyone involved in the club has shown that Ronaldo was right to question it last year, even if he did not want to be part of the change this term. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash the like button and make sure to subscribe to Man United Hub to get all the latest updates.